what we have to understand, actually, to explain this, first of all, we have to understand how time takes away the lifespan, achidya, as Kardamomuni is saying here, Jagat achidya dhavat. Time is running at great speed. Jagat achidya karala sroto dhavat. Time is running at a great, tremendous velocity, cutting down the lifespan of the individual. How does time cut down the lifespan of an individual? That is very wonderfully described by Prahlad Maharaj in the 7th canto, 6th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam. Prahlad Maharaj, being a great devotee of Krishna, he was always immersed in Krishna consciousness. When he was admitted to the school of Brihaspati, to the Gurukula of Brihaspati by Hiranyakashipu, the sons of Shukracharya, Shanda and Amarka, used to teach the students. Along with Prahlad Maharaj, there were children of other asuras also who would come to the Gurukula. And there, the Shanda and Amarka would teach the children various aspects of diplomacy, politics, war, economy, how to improve sense gratification, how to follow the principles of dharma to be able to enhance one's facilities for sense gratification, etc. After every class, when there would be a little recess or time for the children to play, Prahlad Maharaj would call all the friends and he would assemble them and start preaching to them. Whatever Shanda and Amarka have taught, please forget. Don't look at that. Don't even consider whatever they have taught. Why? Because he says that Pumso Varsha Shatam hi ayuhu Tadardham Chajitatmanaha Nishphalam Yadasau Ratriyam Shete Andham Prapitas Tamaha. He says, every human being has a maximum duration of life of 100 years. But for one who cannot control his senses, half of those years are completely lost because at night he sleeps for 12 hours, being covered by ignorance. Therefore, such a person has a lifetime of only 50 years. That is the reality. 50 years are spent in sleeping. So, awakened state, he is having only 50 years. Then further he says, Mugdasya balye kaishore kridato yati vimshatihi jarayagrasta dehasya yatyakalpasya vimshatihi. Further, out of these 50 years, in the tender age of childhood, when everyone is bewildered, one passes 10 years. So 10 years goes in playing in innocence without knowing what the world is, what I am, who I am, nothing. You are in a state of complete ignorance. Similarly, in boyhood, engaged in sporting and playing, one passes another 10 years. So, up to 20 years of age, a person is a free bird. He has no idea of responsibility, no thinking about what is the purpose of life and such other stuff. He is engaged in playing, in studying, in spending his time with friends, etc. So, all this time is uselessly frittered away. In this way, 20 years are wasted. Similarly, in old age, when one is an invalid, unable to perform even material activities, one passes another 20 years wastefully. Because after 80 years, practically your body becomes so aged and it is infested with so many diseases, rheumatism, arthritis, your diabetes, blood pressure, your eyesight is failing, your teeth are all falling off, your digestive power is not so good. So practically hardly any activity you can do. There is so little energy in the body. So first 20 years are frittered away in childhood, in playing and in ignorance. Last 20 years are wasted because your body is incapable of performing many functions. So, he says further, Durapurena kamena mohena cha baliyasa shesham griheshu saktasya pramattasyapayati hi. One whose mind and senses are uncontrolled becomes increasingly attached to family life because of insatiable lusty desires and very strong illusion. In such a madman's life, the remaining years are also wasted because even during those years, he cannot engage himself in devotional service. So 20 plus 20, 40 years is gone. Balance in between, you have 60 years. Out of that, 30 years goes in sleeping. So actually, you got only 30 years in your life. And those 30 years, because of so much attachment to material life, to family, to sense gratification, that time is also wasted. During the 30 years, he says, I'm busy, I don't have time. You go and tell him to chant Hare Krishna, I don't have time. So this is the standard answer that we receive. And then Prahlad Maharaj says, Ko griheshu puman saktam atmanam ajitendriya sneha pasair dradair baddham utsaheta vimochitum. What person too attached to household life due to being unable to control his senses can liberate himself? An attached householder is bound very strongly by ropes of affection for his family, wife, children, and other relatives. Money is so dear that one conceives of money as being sweeter than honey. So he says, Ko anvartha trishnam visruje pranebhyo api ya ipsitaha yam kreenat ashubhaha preshtais taskaraha sevako vanik. Money is so dear that one conceives of money as being sweeter than honey. So these 30 years are spent only running behind money and taking care of one's life, one's family. Therefore, one who can give up the desire to accumulate money, especially in household life. Therefore, who can give up the desire to accumulate money, especially in household life? Isn't it so true? Who have we seen in this material world who has crossed the 20 years of age and who is not yet reached that old age, who is not interested in accumulating money? After 80 years of age, the person says, enough, my body is no more giving this one to me, I am retired, I'll just sit at home, no more earning money. But previous to that, from the time a person comes out of college, his only goal in life is to accumulate money.